All right. We are back at the Grit Won't Quit podcast studio in beautiful Belmar, New Jersey. I have a very special guest on. I have Kathleen on today. Kathleen and I got connected through 3C and Jeremy at an event at Baseline Social a few months ago, and then started following each other on social media. And how are you this morning?
I'm wonderful.
Thanks for coming in.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You're not nervous about going on a podcast today, are you?
Oh, just a little bit.
Don't be nervous. Let's just take all the fear out of it, and we'll just get right into it. So you are the definition of grit. Like, probably in the dictionary, your name should be there.
You think so?
From what you've told me, yes. So you have a story, and let's just start with you help and advocate for seniors.
I do.
That's where this is what you do, and to help, that's your business, that's what you do to help people, but you also have a story that has gotten you to this point.
That is correct.
So kind of go into it a little bit about what happened along the way.
So for many years, all I did was home care, healthcare, helping seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Built companies from the ground up. I've done pretty much every level and aspect of home care, HR, marketing, recruiting, staffing, you name it.
You name it, you did it.
I did it.
And probably did it very well.
I did, and I love it.
Awesome.
So 2019.
Okay.
Pre-COVID. Went on a wonderful trip to
Where'd you go?
Aruba,
Jamaica.
Exactly, with my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
8 days of pure fun, entertainment, fun, drinking. During that...
You said drinking at the same time there.
I like that.
She is.
Drinking. Partying, hanging out, whatever. Over a course of a few days, I was with my best friend who happened to be a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And fell asleep, woke up the next morning, and she said to me, "Something's not right with you." I go, "What do you mean?" I know that, but really, like, what?
Well, elaborate, please. Tell me more of what you're thinking about before I tell you what I think.
Exactly. She said, "You sound like you're drowning in your fluids." And I go, "Exactly. What is that? What is that?" So she played the video back.
So she recorded you while you were sleeping.
She did. And literally, I sounded like fluids were all in my lungs.
Oh, wow. That's a little scary. What day of the trip was this?
Probably like the third or fourth day.
Oh, so you still had 4 days left of drinking, sun, partying.
Yeah.
And now you're being told you have fluids in your lungs.
Basically. But I just wrote her off and said,
Good. You didn't let it ruin the trip.
No, I kept going.
I remember when I went to Aruba about 20 years. What a great trip that was. 20 years ago I went.
I want to go back.
It's great.
So anyway, long story short, we get home from Aruba, pre-COVID, not feeling so well, waited a couple days. I woke up, couldn't walk.
When you say you couldn't walk.
I literally could
So
not.
you wake up out of bed, and what happens?
Just could not move my legs, and I could not speak. I couldn't get the words from in here out of my mouth.
That's scary.
Very.
That's really scary. Oh my God, I just think about that. Like, so what happens next?
What happens next? Oh my God. COVID was starting to come into play. We were in another country. That's my first thought. I have COVID.
Okay.
Husband takes me to the hospital, gets settled in, running all these tests, and a young intern says to me, "Hey, have you ever been tested for any autoimmune diseases?" I said, "No." "Have you ever had any of these symptoms?" "Sure, why not?" "Well, let's run some tests." "Okay, I'm down."
An intern is the one.
A young intern. I'm down for it. Let's do whatever. What's going on? Long story short, lots of testing, you name it, poking, prodding, scans, this. "Oh, Miss Hala, you have SLE." "What is SLE?"
Yeah, I didn't know SLE.
"It's lupus."
Okay.
I have been diagnosed with the worst type of lupus, where it pretty much will attack any part of your body at any given time. It's what they call the great intimidate. I can't even get the word out. It mimics so many different diseases that they can never really pinpoint it.
And it just attacks different parts of your bodies on its own, like without.
Without
Is there a trigger to some of these, or?
There's stressors, there's foods, there's a lot of things that play into it. They don't really know. But I could go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow with a different symptom.
That's scary as hell.
Yeah, it is.
And you were, again, that's 6 years ago. I mean, without giving out your age, I mean, it wasn't like it was, this was diagnosed, in your, 20 years into your career.
That is correct.
That's wild.
Yes, very wild.
I can't, put my head around it. And you do awesome. So, you've overcome this. You don't let it hold you back.
No, I don't. I did in the beginning. I was angry. I was really upset with the medical industry, doctors. And,
fair. That's a good person.
Why didn't anyone catch this sooner? But I was focused on getting back to my life and working and learning and what can I do to walk again, to be able to talk and have full sentences. And this is a life-altering disease.
Yeah. So now, so you go to the hospital the day that you can't get out of bed and talk. They diagnose it. Then how long was the recovery process?
Long, very long. It was shuffled from doctor to doctor, and because it had attacked so many different systems of my body, I had to go to each specialist and have them build a team, and wind up with rheumatology, which is really who treats lupus, and medications, and that wasn't even the problem for me. The problem was my whole life just got turned upside down.
Upside down in a minute.
Yeah. So everything that I loved to do, I couldn't do. I couldn't eat. I was living on Ensure because my body couldn't hold the nutrients in.
Yeah.
So it was learning and growing and anger and how there's a gap here. How didn't anyone figure this out for all these years? Because there were telltale signs, but they just went unnoticed or untreated.
So they looked at one individual problem, not the full scope of your...
Correct. They treat you for the symptoms. They don't look for any underlying diseases or conditions, for sure.
Wow. So now how have you taken that and what's happened to you into your business of helping and advocating? Because
so basically
you're probably the best advocator now.
Oh, I am tough.
I have a feeling that maybe the professionals don't really like working with you so much because you're pushing for your clients.
That is correct.
You are their wingman.
I am their wingman. Absolutely.
Look at that.
I love it.
Wingman in healthcare now. We have Kathleen on our team.
Yes. So what I did was I had a long recovery. I had to stop working. We were obviously on lockdown for COVID. And I turned my pain into passion.
That's great.
And I researched everything I could. And I said, how could I take this and apply it to what I love to do and recover at the same time? So over the 25 years of being in business, I had a lot of connections and I knew a lot of people. And I was still having families call me and, can you help? Can you do this? And I said, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to advocate and build a business around helping other people, because in your own recovery, you go through a lot. You go through almost like it's a death. This is the death of my home life. And then you turn around and say, hey, if you get me through this, I'm going to give back. So it started out as a passion project that turned into basically every company wanted to do business with me.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the business that you're in today. Like, what are you doing? How are you helping these people? How's that happening?
So basically what I did was I built a referral-based program. And I vetted hundreds of people, companies, sat with them, learned about what they did, and basically interviewed them. Like, why should I use you to help families? And after, research and time with them, I vetted companies, I signed with them, and then I started marketing who I was and what I was doing. And then, it just took off. It was families calling me left, right. I need help with this, or can you answer a question about home care, or where do I go for, veteran services, or is there, what's Medicare, what's Medicaid, what's home care, what's
So
the levels.
You're the go-to. You're the Monmouth County go-to person for this.
Yeah, I would.
That's awesome.
I love it. Sure.
And now, how does lupus affect your day-to-day living in what you're doing?
Oh, it's a daily challenge. There's days that I'm 1,000%, and then there's days that it's not. I'm great yesterday. Today I woke up. Here I am. I'm in a flare. You wouldn't even know it.
You're doing great. Wednesday, you were here. You were networking with the whole room here on Wednesday.
It has taught me basically to be gracious with yourself. And my body will let me know, you've done too much, take a break.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
And your body tells you a lot. I feel like our bodies tell us more than we maybe even want to know sometimes.
Pretty much. It will give me a good kick in the behind and sit down, you've done enough.
Yep.
And
today's done. We're done with today. We're gonna start thinking about tomorrow.
We're gonna move on to the next. Yeah. So it's really been a learning curve. How can I take what I deal with, apply? How do I make myself available to everybody, but available to myself? So it's been a challenge to balance these things and be productive, right? So, there's times it's a convenient for me where I can work from home.
Yep.
And if I need to go out to a client, I base it upon how I feel within that day. And it's actually helping other people have actually helped me heal in the process.
Totally. I think that's I could see that happening. And I don't know you a long time, but from what I know, I would have never known that you had it, that there was anything going on behind the scenes.
Exactly. There's a stigma.
Yeah.
People look at you and say, hey, you're good. Now on the inside, I'm falling apart. But, thanks that I look good. So,
good thing you have the good glasses on today.
Shut up. But that's what I do. And I get a lot of phone calls from families daily. We're in a crisis mode.
Yep.
Can you help us? We can't get the answers we need.
And that's where you shine, right?
And that's where I come in and, I'm going to say it, balls to the wall.
You could say it.
Balls to the wall.
You heard it here first. Balls to the wall.
That's right.
That's great.
Because I want to treat the families the same way I wish I was treated in my, journey with
Going
the
through
disease.
this,
Yeah. And if I had all these years' experience and I couldn't do it, how are people that have no experience in the industry get there?
That's hard. That when you think about that, it kind of makes you think that's so true. You had years in the business and you didn't, and no one diagnosed it properly. And these people are seniors in a lot of cases that you're working with. So, they don't.
Exactly.
They don't know. They don't have the know-how. They're older. Their children are helping them to navigate this process. But in a lot of cases, the children have their own jobs, their own families, their own lives, and they're doing this on top of those things. So, there's only X amount of their time that's dedicated to this too.
Exactly, and they don't know. Like,
Yeah.
the sandwich generation. Everybody's getting older, and the kids really don't know how to handle situations. You can Google things, you can research it, but every person's unique needs are unique,
Hmm.
and you have to work around that. And not every company that has home care behind it is suited for that person.
Yeah.
So I go in, I meet with the family, I build a tailored intake on who they are, what's going on with them, what's their needs, what's their price range, and what if you're putting a caregiver in someone's house, you want them to be paired correctly, right? You just don't want to throw someone in someone's home. So I pretty much do all of that work, and then I go to the companies and say, this is specifically what they want. If you have it, you touch base with me.
Yep.
I'll interview them personally, and then I'll do the introductions, because when people are in crisis with their families, they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It should be the last thing they want to
Yeah.
do.
You're like the general contractor. You get everybody's bids, and then start sizing up who's right for the opportunity to put the right people in place to help this situation.
Exactly. And for me, it was never about money.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't, in the beginning, like, where's the money coming from? It was more of a passion, and I'll figure it out as I go.
I think sometimes when you do that, it leads to bigger and better because you're not obsessed about the dollar.
Exactly. And
You're
then,
obsessed about doing a great job, treating your clients with care, treating your clients the way that you want to be treated, and had somebody, known and
And
advocated for you 25
exactly.
years ago.
I say that all the time. If I wish I had someone like me when I was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
This was a good conversation.
Thank you.
What else you want to talk about today?
What else do you want to talk about today?
So now in the community, you're pretty you're out there networking
All the time.
all the time. So you don't let anything hold you back.
No.
That's great. I love it.
No, I try not. The only person that ever holds me back is myself, and that was the biggest lesson in this was don't ever stop. It does not matter what you're going through, what disability you have, you keep going. And that's
Don't ever stop. I like that too, Andrew. Let's make sure we put that in the notes when we release this
like
one because
don't ever let anyone tell you you can't,
yeah.
because you can, as long as you put your heart and your mind and your soul into it.
I love it.
Yeah. And then motions. Let's talk about motions.
Let's talk about motions.
Do you know what motions is?
Tell the listeners.
So Motions is a nonprofit organization that helps support families in Monmouth and Ocean counties with disabilities. And it became near and dear to my heart because of Judith.
Mhm.
Judith Brown is the executive director, and she's part of a group that I work with. And I started to really...
Shout out to Judith.
Judith Brown, I'll see you tonight. And I started really opening up to her about what was going on with my life. I enjoyed what she did,
Mhm.
and there was a cause behind it because it's advocacy, it's referrals, helping families, and they do a program where they take young adults with disabilities and transition them into work internships.
Oh wow.
So I kind of fell in love with that program, and I started to help find placements.
Mhm.
And then it just was, one thing after another. And she said to me, Kathleen, you're such a good marketer. Would you please help us get out there and spread the word on what we do? And I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And here we are. Tonight is our very first event through me.
Uh-huh.
And it's at Kelgo Gardens in Freehold, and it's called Rockin' the Gardens. And it was a lovely family that owns Calgo, and Shira Tinner and her husband, who opened their doors to say, come do it here. We'll donate our time, our space, and let's get the word out on what they do.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
You excited?
very.
Are you nervous?
No.
Good. I was hoping you said no. That's fantastic. And how many people are you expecting tonight?
We don't know. I think it's just starting to get traction and getting out there because a lot of the companies in healthcare use funds for DDD programs, and that's a whole nother story. But I was like, if you're utilizing these funds, like, come on, dig in your pockets and start putting it out there. So that's kind of what we're doing, is we're just getting everybody, educated on what they do, and, let's make some money for them.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then how often are you planning on doing events for this?
We're going to do it quarterly. Actually, there's another one coming up in November.
Okay.
It's called The Harvest of Hope. It's being the event coordinators, Marissa Goldman from Gold Ribbon Productions. It's going to be at McClune's, November 11th, 6 to 10. It's going to be a great feel-good night. Come enjoy some music, some food. We're going to do auctioning off some stuff.
That's very cool.
And, we're just going to get out there and, we're doing grassroots at this point.
Send it to my social team. They'll post it for you.
I will definitely do that.
There was another one we posted for you, right?
That's for tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So send that to my social team. Anytime you do anything, always just send it over.
I appreciate it.
We'll make sure that we post it for you.
And I love what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love motions. I have a nonprofit foundation myself called Wingman Foundation.
I know.
Everything's Wingman around me. So I'd love to get you connected with our executive director, who also happens to be my wife, Cindy Mirabella, and see how we can help you guys.
I would absolutely appreciate that.
I know she just did a pocketbook drive and has 165 pocketbooks. So if there's any of your people that need, she probably can help you with that. But also around the holidays, we do food collection, we do toy collection for the December holiday season. So see how we can get connected, and I will do a group email or text so that you can get introduced, and hopefully she can help you.
Thank you so very much.
And at a minimum, we're here to support you. We're here to help you and promote it, and let us know how we can help you.
Thank you.
This was great. I'm so glad you came on the podcast.
I'm so glad I came.
I told you it was going to be an easy 20 minutes. How long has it been, Andrew? 23. I'm right.
How bad was I?
You did great. You're still on camera, though. Don't tell us. So as we wrap,
it's a joke.
As we wrap up, let people know where to find your regular business, and if you also want to talk about your nonprofit stuff.
So you can find me at my website, www.kathleenhala.com. I don't have a lot of social media. You can find me at Kathleen Hala on Facebook. You can email me. You can call me. You can text me. I'm open 24/7 for any family that's in need. And Motions Independent Living, you can go on their website, and they're constantly putting up different events that they're doing.
Awesome. Well, this was great. Thanks for coming on.
I'm
glad that we got to have you on, and I hope you weren't too nervous.
A little bit, but I'm
good.
good.
You did great.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.